I'm ready.
Okay,
I
here we
love
go.
these things, so let's go.
All right, so for this scenario, you've been flown into a city. We'll call it any city, USA, and you're being paid to give a motivational speech at a conference. All right. The event that is hosting and paying for you has paid first class tickets and a hotel room the night before and the night of your speech. Okay. So it's the morning of your flight, and we'll just jump into the first question. Do you, A, do a post on social media so everyone knows that you're leaving and where you'll be and when you're getting back? Or B, wait to make your posts a little later?
Definitely B.
B, right. And
Yeah.
reason being is you should not be posting anything real time out there, right? Especially females, because we all know that going to track some crazy stalker weirdo.
Yeah,
Which,
so
Yep.
you know I have a protection canine. I have a personal protection canine. And it was because a guy flew in to Virginia Beach from Arizona with a one-way ticket trying to find me and came to my restaurant.
holy. So
Yeah. Yeah,
did-
he like 3 police, and I never had a conversation with this guy ever. He was having a one-sided conversation with himself through social media messaging. I never even accepted his messages. I mean, it was just crazy. He was basically talking to me like I was his girlfriend, like on post on his Facebook page. Like
Wow.
straight up psycho. Yeah. So
Does not surprise me. I've had my own issues with some weird stuff. So
Yeah.
you
So,
never post
never-
anything real time.
no.
Right.
No, and you can save it and just post later.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Especially in this area of social media. I mean, you just don't know who's watching until it's too late is usually the case. And it's just not wise to post real time because you're just giving up so much information when you do that. And, we've learned some of these little tactics when I had my former dam neck boss, Chris Costa, on the last time around. And we were talking about surveillance and all that. And he kind of brought this piece of the scenario up, which is, it's a great idea. Get into where there's the entrance, exits, pick one, go for it. And then now you've confirmed the guy is certainly on your tail. Once you come out a different exit, do you, okay, A, cross the other side of the street with minimal pedestrians or stay on the side with the crowd?
Stay on the side of the crowd.
Yes. Slipping through a crowd is just another opportunity to lose a stalker. Plus, it surrounds you with people that you can notify at any given moment you feel like your life is at risk. So as you slip by the pedestrians, you find yourself coming to a less congested area on the sidewalk, and the enemy is still on your tail. All right? So as you wait for the green light at a crosswalk, the enemy approaches you. He says, "Hey, I've been watching you." Okay? Do you, A, extend your hand for a handshake and introduce yourself? Or B, assume more of a non-violent posture, hands up, negotiation style, and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are."
B.
B, yeah, the non-violent posture, okay? It's a Trojan horse. Anybody who has looked at 100 Deadly Skills Combat Edition, Tony Blauer, who invented it, the non-violent position, is basically a negotiation-style stance. Your hands up, looks very innocent, but it's allowing your hands to get as close as possible to your adversary's face so you can palm strike them, do whatever you want. Yep, there you go. She's demonstrating now. Gives you a reason to go watch the YouTube. She just hit her camera in the face. Okay. The non-violent posture, definitely recommendation, good choice to block or strike. The guy says no. He says no. Now empty your pockets. Okay. And he starts to close in on you. All right.
Uh-huh.
So do you, A, turn and run, or B, palm strike him right in the nose and kick him in the balls?
Palm strike him and kick you in the balls. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hard.
Good job. So, either one really is correct. I mean, we constantly say, hey, increase distance, increases survivability. But, I mean, this guy's
It would
already...
depend on the shoes I was wearing. If I was wearing my Solomons, then I could take off running.
That's right. If you
'Cause
can
I'm pretty
run,
fast.
maybe you should run. But if you're in your heels, maybe take it off and stab them in the eye. That works too.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, great job. You got 10 out of 10. Your situational awareness is high, young Jedi. So I appreciate that. And you have survived this podcast. Okay, so to finish this thing out, where can people learn about all your endeavors, your businesses, and learn more about you?
Yeah, you can go to my website. It's ashleyhorner.co, or follow me on Instagram. It's ashley.horner. And my Facebook and Instagram is like kind of the same thing. So I'm not really big on the Facebook. I do post on there, but mainly Instagram. Yeah.
Okay.
Sign up for my newsletter.
Nice.
That's about it.
Well, hey, I want to say, thank you for coming on board. It was a lot of fun learning about all your, you got a lot going on. Businesses, obviously an accomplished athlete in various worlds. Really, really cool. You're an inspiration. And I appreciate you coming on board.
Yeah. How many books do you have?
Geez. I've got the 100 Deli Skill series, which we're up to about, I think, 4.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You got the first one, which is more covert, kind of cool. The yellow cover.
Yeah.
Hacks and tricks against bad guys. Then you got the survival edition, which is getting yourself out of different crises. And then you've got the one that just came out, which is combat edition, where I went around the country and met with just really great guys who provided the skills. So I was actually, last time I was out there, I was at Dom Rosso's place.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know Dom. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he provided some really great skills for the book. And then I ended up at, Tony Blauer's, Tony Jeffries. So the book has like professional boxers. It has, Hell's Angel type dudes. But I just went around to badasses and said, hey, give me 5 to 10 skills that you think everyone should know. And that made up, combat edition. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really important. I mean, especially for females, because we are the worst when it comes to just not being aware of what's going on around us, and constantly being on our phones, sitting in our cars in the middle of a parking lot after you go to the grocery store. Like, we live in a day and a society now where we are so consumed by our smartphones or a tablet or something, and we just are not paying attention. And I don't even run with headphones. I mean, I have my canines with me when I run, but I don't even run with headphones, because I like to know if anybody is coming up behind me, anything with vehicles, if I'm running the trails, like by myself, or like even with I always have a knife on me. I know sometimes it's kind of hard to like conceal and carry and run, but we just have to be smarter about where we position ourselves and what things are consuming our attention, and put those down, because you're always a victim until you are prepared. And so, especially for females and young females, like teenagers and stuff, they've just got to start doing a better job at not always posting on social media like you were talking about, and just being aware of your surroundings, always being aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, no, those are all great and excellent points, and I appreciate that input. It's, it's like you said, it's so easy to be consistently distracted by what's going on these days, especially with electronics. And it's almost, it is so consuming now that people just don't even know they're doing it. That's the part that's scary. Is you say, hey, you're always on. I tell my daughter, like, you're always on your phone. She's like, no, I'm not. Like, no, you are. You're constantly on your phone. Like, no, I'm not. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to argue with you, but you're always on your phone.
Tell her to do a self-audit.
Yeah, there you go. Write it down. Ashley says, write it down.
Yep. Do a self-audit.
Yeah, no, that's great pointers. Running with dogs is probably the best line of defense. Second to that, a gun, but you better know how to use it. Third is a knife, but you better be able to use it. At least a dog, yeah, they're going to look out for you regardless, because they're loyal.
Oh, yeah.
And
they're awesome.
They're awesome. But once again, hey, thanks. Thank you for coming on board. And we'll be we'll be seeing you out there. And for all those listening, I hope you got something out of this. This was a great interview. And remember to keep it simple, because crisis will complicate the rest. You're listening to Can You Survive This Podcast? Thanks for tuning in. Please make sure to subscribe, rate, and share on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite shows.